The Finance Minister's parting message today: don't expect any unicorns or rainbows in tomorrow's no BS budget. And speaking with her National Party hat on, Nicola Willis said she believes the country needs to have a conversation about the growing cost of superannuation. As political correspondent Zane Small reports, this could set the scene for the next election.
No glossy cover photo for Budget 2025, just plain and simple.
It's got a formal Christian name, which is the Growth Budget, but I've nicknamed it the No BS Budget.
Just in case you missed it, the Finance Minister's second budget is one of reprioritisation.
It's not a budget filled with rainbows and unicorns. It's a reality budget that will deliver genuine hope for the future.
Remember, the government has given itself an operating allowance of $1.3 billion for the budget, and yet billions of dollars worth of commitments have already been announced, and the demands keep coming. Today, 1,500 Ministry of Education staff walked off the job over pay, while the union representing ambulance officers at St John issued a plea for more funding.
They already struggled last year when they didn't get further funding, so if there's nothing extra in the budget in this year, then we're going to be in a very unfortunate position.
St John is about 80% funded by Health New Zealand and ACC. National's coalition agreement with New Zealand First includes a commitment to renegotiate the Crown funding agreement with St John with a view to meeting a greater portion of their annualised budget.
And that part of the agreement specifically was just forgotten about.
We've been clear that Health New Zealand can expect more funding in this budget.
The Finance Minister is also clear that the vast majority of new initiatives in tomorrow's budget will come from savings.
The government says it's being responsible by looking for savings rather than borrowing more money. What do you make of that?
That simply just doesn't stack up. I mean, you only need to talk to many, not only centrist, but right-wing, let alone left-wing economists to hear very clearly that we can afford to take on more debt.
We can reduce a deficit by cutting spending or by increasing taxes or reconfiguring the taxes. So, for example, New Zealand doesn't have a capital gains tax.
Nicola Willis prefers the saving route. And today she signalled National's intention to have a conversation about the growing cost of superannuation, with the annual cost set to rise from $23 billion this year to $29 billion in 2028.
In future, I think that is a discussion the country needs to have, but it's appropriate I have it as National Party spokesperson, not as the Minister of Finance in a coalition government that is not considering those issues.
It could set the scene for the next election because National's coalition partner New Zealand First is hell-bent on keeping eligibility at 65.
They've got one party you can trust, and you know who that is.
The fact that the Minister of Finance doesn't think that she can speak on behalf of the government when it comes to a major issue like superannuation on budget day just shows how dysfunctional this government is.
But just as Nicola Willis has drilled in the message in the lead up to her no BS budget, she's on a mission to cut costs.
So Zane, what are the main things to watch out for in the budget tomorrow?
Well, arguably the biggest revelation tomorrow will be how much the government has saved from changes to pay equity legislation. The Finance Minister confirmed today that the savings will be in the billions of dollars and it will be reinvested into health, education, police and defence. But the PSA union has confirmed plans for a protest here at Parliament tomorrow against those changes to, quote, support New Zealand women. Now, as for other things to look out for in the budget, there has been a bit of speculation about whether New Zealand First may have loosened or softened its position on the foreign buyer ban because clearly that would bring in more revenue for the government. Nicola Willis, when asked about this today, said she's not ruling things in or out, so watch that space.
Zane, thanks so much.